Welcome to the State of Her with Keisha, the headquarters for real conversations and real growth. If you're evolving in real time, you're in the right place. Before we talk about anything, we always check in. So take a breath with me real quick. Breathe in. Breathe out. Before we continue, ask yourself, how can I incorporate a healthy lifestyle today? Now let's get into it, because today we're talking about something that affects every single one of us, what we put into our bodies. Okay, so because let's be honest, a lot of us are tired, not just sleepy tired, but depleted tired, hormonal tired, and stressed tired. And I just wanted to bring someone I trust, someone who lives this work every day, every hour, every minute, every second, my sister Tamesha Golden, a licensed holistic health professional, to help us understand what's really going on. She is the founder of Heal Thyself, a holistic wellness company that provides organic natural pressed juices, tailored meal plans as well. She's located in Tampa, Florida, offering personal training as well. So get that body right and tight, you know what I'm saying? This is a woman who truly has a heart and love helping people to get to be the healthiest as they can be. Welcome to the State of Her, Tamesha. What's up, sis?
Hey, girl. Thank you for having me on. I'm excited. I'm doing good. I'm feeling good.
You're so welcome.
Yes,
I
thank
know,
you.
and you're enjoying that weather too out there, right?
Yes, girl. 77 degrees today.
Yeah, whatever.
Yes, ma'am.
Man, and we so cold up here and everything's ridiculous, but we alive and thriving though, right?
That's all that matters. I'm sending some good weather your way. It's almost over.
Yeah, I know. A few more weeks, we'd be good to go. But yeah, sis, so I just got you on podcast and everything. I'm just talking some health, you know what I'm saying? Because us women, we do need that. So I'm just going to ask you some, what's going on, just have a quick conversation. I just want to ask one question real quick before anything. What are you seeing in women right now? Just like overall, because sometimes some of them just like walking zombies. I be seeing them sometimes. So just let me know, like, what do you
I'm
see as a
seeing
health
that
professional?
too, but I'm seeing burnt out. I'm seeing a lot of burnt out. Like women are just like working, raising families, trying to build businesses, the ones that are building businesses, serving at their church, trying to look good, trying to heal, but they exhausted. They're just exhausted.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing right now. They're just exhausted.
And they just looking tired,
Yeah, they looking
overwhelmed,
tired.
overworked.
Yeah, overwhelmed, overwork, low energy. Because, if you're a woman, like we are, 40 and over, navigating through premenopause, you got hormone shifting, sleep disruption, weight changing, all that stuff is it's hard to understand, the biology that's going on with your body,
It is, because sometimes I do be exhausted. Like at 9:01, I be so tired. And then like 9:30, I'm like, oh my gosh, what's the energy? I'm like, is this the menopause thing? Like, what's going on here, Like, it's just so crazy. One minute I'm like this, the next minute I'm like that.
Yeah, me too. I'll be like, oh, I'm feeling tired. And then all of a sudden I'm like full of energy. Like, let me go.
Yeah. But like, I eat, but not as much as like just a normal person, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I don't eat like the chicken, all the meat and all that stuff like that,
Right.
But how much do you think this is food related versus stress related when people are just like tired and just overworked and just overwhelmed? You think it's the food versus like stress? Because all these hormones and stuff like that they're eating.
It's rarely just food or just stress. It's the interaction between the two. Because if we're honest, for most women 40 plus, it's like 60 to 70% stress related and 30 to 40% food related, Yeah, because stress is like the silent driver that we really don't pay attention to, It's kind of like when a woman, I won't say because we were talking about women, when a woman is under chronic stress,
Right.
it's like the cortisol stay elevated, your blood sugar becomes unstable. You got all these different things going on at one time. Your sweet quality drop, your cravings increase, and belly fat stores more easily, and your digestive system just slows down.
That's why they say stress can kill you.
Yeah, it's a true thing. Stress can kill you because it raises your blood pressure. It makes you have cravings. You might be stressed. Like a lot of people who are stressed out, especially women, they run to food or they run to snacks, and they're using that to deal with the stress. But at the same time, you raising your blood pressure, you putting on pounds, especially if you're not getting up and moving. All of that stuff is just sitting right there. While you conquering one thing, you're making the other thing come up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. So like with food, like what do you eat to keep your energy and stuff like that? Because me, I just eat fruits and vegetables, you know what I'm saying? So like what do you eat to keep the energy going?
To keep the energy, a lot of vegetables.
Less stress.
Yep. A lot of vegetables, lots of ginger. Ginger is like my main thing. I even put it in my food. And because it helps with inflammation. I cook with it. You just use it.
Yeah, me too.
It's really a big thing, and it really helps with stress. And vegetables. The vegetables make you feel good. Healthy food makes you feel good. A lot of people don't believe it, but it does, It does. It makes you feel good. Vegetables make you feel good. Eating healthy makes you feel good. So I think that
it's true.
If a lot of women adapt that type of lifestyle, they would probably feel a little bit better, and they would probably get rid of some of the stress and stuff because they will be combating it with eating healthy foods.
That's true. Because you got to think about like when you do eat like a hefty meal per se, like chicken and macaroni, cheese, whatever case may be, like you feel tired.
Yeah, you feel like going to bed. You can't do nothing. Right? Because look, most unhealthy food patterns are stress response, So so like now you had this big meal. Now you're putting stress on your body because now your digestive system has to process it. And that's going to take a lot for your digestive system to process that. It's going to take a lot. You done had chicken, macaroni, and cheese. But say like you didn't have no vegetables with it. And you had, I don't know, cornbread, some beans. You know how much your digestive system got to go through to process that? A lot. So now that's adding stress on your body, on your digestive system, which is also adding stress for you. You can't sleep because you got all this food. So you tossing and turning. That's just messing up your hormones, your balance, and everything. Especially if you're 40 plus and older.
Right. Again, this might sound strange, yo, but you have just hear me out now. You have a skinny woman and a bigger Jewish, woman eating the same exact thing. You know what I'm saying? Eating the same exact thing.
Right.
How is that? I know the DNA and all that, but like, how does that differ now? You know what I'm saying? Because now you got the bigger, bigger woman eating and she's tired. Then you have the slimmer woman, she's eating the same thing, but she's full of energy. Not to compare the two, but I mean.
Right. Well, she has less weight on her. She has weight. So more weight, again, it gives your digestive system is struggling to process it. She's lighter, so her digestive system can process it a little bit better. That's why it's so important for us, especially if you're 40 and plus, to try to slim down. I'm like, you're never going to see, if you look at people who are older, 70 years old, 75, 80, if they live that long, they're not big. They barely have any fat on them. Check them out. We have a lot of them down here in Florida. And those women have no fat on them because as you get older, you cannot carry that weight. Your organs, your digestive system, your heart, your organs, all the things that connect to your body, it can't take it. It can't take it. It can't take it. So you have to drop some type of weight and change your eating habits and change, the way you do things if you want to see those ages, So that's why a more slimmer person eating the same thing to a more heavier person, it's not affecting her much because she doesn't have a lot of fat and a lot of stuff going on. Her body can process it quicker.
They process it. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, interesting.
And late night snacking,
That's good
stress.
to know.
Late night snacking, stress. Sugar craving, stress.
That's
Skipping meals, stress. Emotional eating, stress.
interesting. And then that's how your body weights go up and down and stuff like that because you're all stressed out and you get a better perspective when you're actually like sitting down thinking about it and just listening to you and things like that because, they do make more sense. Because like even prior to me being vegan and stuff like that, I was bigger, like 200 pounds. And that was like after I had Finney. And eating fruits and vegetables made me go down to 145. So, and you do feel much better because I was on both spectrums. You know what I'm saying? So both spectrums, I prefer this spectrum. Simple.
Right. Yeah, simple is really
you
good
know? So,
because, yeah, you can process it better, you know?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
right.
Well, that's the food. We're going into what we love, sis, because I know you love this. Juicing! Juicing, 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 juicing to the point that you have the what on your wrist? What you call that? The corporal what?
Carpal tunnel.
The Yes,
Carpal
because you
tunnel.
just work so hard doing what you love. You have carpal tunnel because you love, you know what I'm saying? Now,
Right.
I'm asking you, what does juicing actually do for the body? As women,
Okay.
so what does it actually do
Mm-hmm.
for our body?
Well, before I go to that, I just wanted to add one more thing to the stress thing. So even if you're full
Mm-hmm.
of stress and you are eating healthy, you may still hold weight and you may still stay inflamed and you may still feel bloated or feel exhausted because you're holding on to stress and the body can't function. I just want to make that
Mm.
known, even if you're eating healthy, that stress is a killer. So we have to learn to manage that.
Right, but then if you stressed out about something, yeah, I guess you gotta manage what you actually stressed out about. Yeah, so
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Yep. Stress changes how your body
Got you.
processes the food.
Got you. Got you. Wow. Mhm. So we're gonna do about
Yes.
the juicing.
Okay, so
We actually need to know.
So with juicing, you said what do women need to have for juicing?
Yeah, like what does the juicing actually do for our bodies? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody juicing and stuff like that. And you ain't know, sis, right now. People are juicing like healthy fruits and vegetables, but then they put sugar in the juicing. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
you can't
saying?
add sugar.
So
Can't add sugar because fruit
yeah.
already has sugar in it, so you can't do that. So what juicing does is it gives your digestive system a break. It gives it a break. No heavy fiber to break it down, nutrients, and the nutrients absorb very quickly. It floods the blood with micronutrients, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, fast delivery with the juice. It hydrates on the
As opposed to
cellular
eating
level.
them?
Yes. Real quick, it goes straight there. As soon as you drink the juice, it's going straight to where it needs to go. The vitamins, the minerals, the antioxidants, fast delivery. One, two, three.
Right, right.
Yeah. And it hydrates on the
Wow.
cellular level. So fresh juice equal water plus electrolytes. That's plant compounds. You're getting all of that fresh stuff that your body needs instantly. Instantly. That's why people who
So
are
it's
like
going
once,
to your body's going to get blind.
yes, right away.
Go ahead.
You can feel it right away. That's why people who are like on dialysis and stuff like that, when they
Mm-hmm.
come from dialysis and they drink like natural juice and stuff like that, they feel better, and it also flushes out like all that radiation and all that stuff they just put in their body.
Mm.
It hits it really quick on a cellular level. Yeah, it can
Wow.
also reduce. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
It can also reduce inflammation too if it's done right.
The juicing itself and just
Yeah,
the ingredients that you put in it. Got you.
Yeah, the ingredients you put in like greens, ginger, I love my ginger, turmeric, and beets. That's
Mm-hmm.
great for inflammation, just like what you mentioned in the beginning. A lot of people are just throwing
Mm-hmm.
a lot of fruits and vegetables and a lot of fruits together and throwing it. And when you throw a lot of fruits in there, only thing you doing is spiking your blood sugar. You're spiking your blood sugar.
Sweet because yeah.
Yep, and it's going up. Even though fruit is good for you, but it does have sugar in it, so you have to do more vegetables than what you're doing fruit. Your juice should be 50 to 60, almost 75%. It should be vegetables, and the rest should be fruit.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
yeah, yeah. All these fruit juices. This is why a lot of women also are having all these things going on because they're buying these fruit juices, and fruit is making them get bigger because they don't have no vegetables. There's no vegetables in it.
That's what it is.
Yes, no vegetables in it. It's fruit heavy equals sugar. Fruit, fruit equals sugar. And it's gonna give you a sugar spike.
Right.
Greens is you
Right.
get balance with greens and you get better control.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. I never because you could drink fruit juices all day long, but then that's not as healthy. It's not that healthy for you
Nope.
if you
Unless
doing
you're
like all
drinking
the time.
like
You gotta
right
balance
all
it
the
out.
time. Yes, you have to balance out. Like say like you'll have an orange juice. So that's vitamin C, right? You have orange juice,
Right.
vitamin C. You might have some apple juice, that's good for fiber. But once you start doing like,
Right.
okay, I'm gonna have pineapple and strawberry, that's a whole bunch of sugar. It's a whole bunch of sugar. You need to break that up
Mm.
with some ginger. Throw
Wow.
some ginger in there. Throw a green apple in there. Some parsley in there. Throw some mint in there. Throw some dandelion in there to break up
Right.
the sugar. To break up the sugar
So
intake.
so you wouldn't recommend to like drink per se, like fruit juice, like press fruit juice every day, like a whole week straight?
Nah, you gotta switch it up. Nah, you gotta put some vegetables in there. Like you
Okay.
can have a fruit juice because you want to reset the body. So example, say like you on a 7-day detox plan, you might start off with, a green juice, right? For your first day. Now, your
Mm-hmm.
second day,
Mm-hmm.
you want to go, depending on how it did you, okay, you can have some orange pineapple, throw some ginger in there. That's going to restore your electrolytes, your vitamin C, right? Your next day, maybe you can
Right.
have an apple with some ginger. And then maybe on your fourth day, you go back to some greens. You go back to some kale, some spinach, some green apple. You have to mix it up because you know what happens with our body?
Wow.
We miss a lot of vitamins and nutrients. So by you doing it this way, you're getting your vitamin A, your B, your C, your K, your zinc. You're getting stuff that you don't even know that your body needs that it needs.
Wow. Because I'm laughing because, I mean, I know people who drink juice all month, and would not drink like vegetable juice at all. So, okay. All right. I
It's
thought
just
that was like a healthy process too, as well, because
nah.
it's
Fruit
fruits,
heavy
but it
juices can
do
spike your
make
blood
sense.
sugar. It spike your blood sugar. People like, I'm going on a
Yeah.
fruit fast. Like the only fruit fast that you really could go on is like a watermelon because watermelon is nothing but water, Watermelon. You could do
Right.
something like that. But you can't just you can't just drink a whole bunch of fruit juice without no vegetables in there. You
So
need some
do you
vegetables.
So juicing versus the smoothies, like what's the difference? Like as for me, I told
Hmm.
you plenty of times, smoothies I can't drink too much. I could just drink like a little small cup because it just makes me extra like full. I'm very full
Right.
when I drink those. So what's the difference?
So, okay, I love smoothies.
Juicing
I
and
told you I
smoothies.
love smoothies. So smoothies do keep you
Yeah.
fuller longer. That's why you feel full. They do. They keep you fuller
Yeah.
longer and it's
Yeah.
slow digestion. So it digests slow. It doesn't go right to the cellular like the juices do. It's slow. And it stabilizes your sugar better. It stabilizes your sugar better because it's thicker. And you have like a banana, peanut butter, some protein powder. Even if you don't use protein powder, you have a banana, some peanut butter, maybe some granola. So it
Mm-hmm.
stabilizes your blood sugar better and it supports your gut health. Juicing, it goes
Oh, the
straight to the blood.
smoothies.
Yeah, the smoothies. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. And it's
Wow.
a meal replacement. I used to always
Juice.
tell people that it's a meal replacement. You can't have a smoothie and then turn around and have a cheeseburger and some French fries. The smoothie has replaced the
And some people
cheeseburger and
have
French
both at
fries.
one time.
Yes, no, you can't have that. What you're supposed to have is like a smoothie, a salad, okay? A smoothie, a
Okay.
salad,
Makes sense.
something light, not a smoothie,
Right.
some burger, some fried kind of
Yeah.
food or something like that. No, no,
Yeah.
no. You have to, the smoothie is a meal replacement and it supports fat loss. I mean, losing fat. That's what it's for.
Mm.
It's a everyday, everyday lifestyle. Juicing is like a cleanse or a lifestyle, or you trying to target something. You better skin, better
Mhm.
digestion, your
Mhm.
smoothies. That's why you see people who
Mhm.
work out, we have smoothies after we work out because it's going to keep us full longer till we figure out what we're going to eat. It's going to be a meal replacement until we figure out what we're going to really eat. And then you're supposed to wait for like an hour or 2 hours before you have something to eat.
For the smoothie.
Yes.
Got it. So this is why my cousin's not losing weight because she's drinking smoothies and eating at the same time.
Nah, that's not what it's for. It's a meal replacement. It's a meal replacement. It's a meal replacement. And it's
Because
months.
she would drink a protein shake as well and have a full meal at the same time. Like, I'm
No,
like, wow,
no, she shouldn't do that.
that's not
That's
the way
just,
to go. Is.
yeah, that's not the do. Cause see, like juice feeds your cells, and smoothie feeds your body longer. That's how it
Okay.
go. Yeah. Juicing is feeding your cells and the smoothies is feeding your body.
But even with the protein shake, like those little the ready-made ones all already in the fridge, whatever, when you go to the store, whatever,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
I used to drink those vegan
Hmm.
joints. I used to drink them and eat a meal at the same time because that's like drinking a juice because it's not thick and it's not a big
Yeah.
cup.
Right. No, that's
That's a
true
protein
because,
shake, but it's not a
yeah.
smoothie.
Right. Well, the protein shake is for muscle recovery. So it's like you worked out, you did some
Okay.
Pilates, you had a strong like
Right.
run. The protein shake is for your muscle recovery. That's what that's doing. It's recovering your
Okay.
muscles. Right.
But you can
Hmm.
have a meal. with the
Yeah.
shake, like, okay.
Well, no, you're supposed to
Okay.
wait. You're still supposed to wait, before you have a meal. You're still supposed to wait, unless you want to have something light, just like a salad or some soup, something light.
Right, right,
Yeah, something light.
right.
hmm Nothing heavy.
Going through that with a protein shake, not the smoothies though, at all.
Right. And then
So do you think because
No, I was going to say, and then, the ones in the store are not the ones you make. So they're going to be a little bit lighter. Like sometimes when we buy one from the store, we do feel like we need to eat something. We be like, wow, this is nothing.
yeah.
Right. Because they don't have the actual banana, the peanut butter, all the stuff that you would put in it at home. So yeah,
Right,
you do feel like you need to eat a
right.
little something else. But still, I say wait.
Something
Wait
right,
at least a half an hour. 45 minutes, let it digest in your
right,
system.
right, right,
Give it 20, 30 minutes,
right,
give it some time before you say you're going to eat
right.
something
Yeah,
else,
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I know for you though, all this right here that we're talking about, because you went to school for it, is a
hmm
lifestyle for you. But is it a lifestyle? Is it a cleanse? Like, how do we weigh the options out with this sometimes? Because some people will be juicing, they'll juice every day and everything, but they still eat those regular meals. Mac and cheese, fried chicken, steak, pork, beef, you know what I'm saying? But they're juicing,
Well,
you know?
I say, unless you are like really working out in the gym hard, going hard, you like a bodybuilder, because bodybuilders eat like that. They eat like that. They can eat
Mm,
all of that stuff and still lift heavy weights and all of that. But they are training. They are really in the gym. They are really lifting stuff like that. If you're not a bodybuilder and you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to stay slim or keep your weight, you shouldn't be eating like that. You shouldn't be eating like that. Because
mm,
juicing is not a magic fix. It's just gonna heal your cells and support your body, and it's gonna help override poor sleep. It's gonna help with all that stuff, and lack of movement, your
mhm,
digestive system, maybe some things that you notice with your body that you need to work on. It's gonna repair your cells. It's gonna heal you from inside out.
right,
That's what juicing is gonna
right,
do. And if you're looking to heal from inside out, then you should cut back on eating those heavy meals because it's hard for a
right,
juice to work after you done had a whole bunch of macaroni and cheese.
right.
You had a steak, you had all this stuff. It's only gonna work with so much. That's why a lot of people be like, "Oh, I don't do juicing," or "I don't like juicing," because they didn't give the juice a chance to work. They didn't give
Yeah,
it.
you're
Yeah.
right. I had a juice today, sis. I had a green juice today, and this guy looked at me and gave me a screw face. I said, "What happened?" He's like, "Oh, you need to eat some like meat and stuff like that." I'm like, he said this to me today. I was like, "Okay, no problem." Because they feel like juicing is like that's not a meal. So I'm like, "All
Well, it's
right,
not. It's not a meal, but it replaces. So basically, it's not a meal, but it can be a meal depending on what kind of
right,
lifestyle you have.
yes, yes, okay,
Yes, it depends on what kind of lifestyle you have. It could be a meal, and then later on, you're going to get something to eat. And then if you're going to get something to eat, you're going to get something healthy. So, say like you had a green juice, right? You might go and have
right,
some kale, some spinach mixed in with that. You might even have a sweet potato. All of that right there is good eating. And now your juicing
right,
is working. Your juice is working along with all that healthy stuff.
right."
It's helping it work. It can't work eating
And
all that
that's
other
like,
stuff.
and that's a misconception. Like
Yes,
like
that's the
what's the biggest
misconception.
misconception that you actually hear? Because that was my misconception from him today. You know what I'm saying?
The
So
misconception
like
that
what's the
I
biggest one
hear,
that you be hearing?
I don't get no fiber. It's not giving me fiber. You do get
Mm,
fiber. A lot of people want to take all the fiber out. Oh, I don't want all of that fiber in it. Well, you got to keep some fiber in it. My juices have fiber in it. I don't take all the fiber out because that fiber is what's going to send you to the bathroom. That fiber is what's going to make you full. That fiber is what's going to help you. You need that fiber.
what's the fiber?
The fiber is that stuff that's at the top. When you juice the little stuff that's at the top
Oh,
that people would
okay.
say, "Oh, I don't want that in my juice."
That
That's the
floats to the
fiber.
top
Yes, that is
and they
your
scrape it
fiber.
off like and stuff. Oh,
Yes. 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 You don't have to use all of it, especially in your green juices, but you do need to save some of it. Yeah.
mm,
You need to save some of it.
no,
Mm-hmm.
and I like that part. Like when the
Me
first sip,
too.
like when you're drinking all that
Me
froth and
too.
stuff.
Yeah, I like that. Me too. Yeah.
So like for us women, like when we start juicing consistently, what actually changes, like what changes do they usually notice first when juicing consistently? Like for like 30 days or so. 2 weeks, 30
Okay,
days.
clearer skin. You get clearer skin, better using the bathroom. You know, if you're one of those people who might be having problems using the bathroom in the mornings and stuff like that, that's going to change. It's going to come out simple, easy. You know, if you're struggling with acne, you're going to notice all of that stuff just clearing up. You're going to feel better. You're going to have more energy.
I'm gonna go back to the shitting though, right? Because people act like they don't shit. Women, y'all act like y'all don't shit. We all shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
We all know that when you shit, sometimes you shit, all that shit be in your ass. This is graphic now, but I'm keeping it real. Should be all in your ass with all that nasty food that you eating. But then when you juicing and stuff like that, when you shit, like my sis said, your shit comes out clean. Like you barely have shit on the toilet tissue. And this is no joke. Am I lying?
Yes. No, you're not lying.
Joke.
That's the truth. Like when we just did this 40-day fast, like it was like amazing. Because once I got through it, it's like, it's nothing even coming out. It's nothing to come. It's nothing on the walls. It's nothing there. It's clean.
Yes.
It doesn't smell. It's not smelling up the bathroom.
Wiping.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So it's gonna
people don't want to talk about it, but we talking about this shit.
Yeah, it's going to improve all of that. You're not going to be sitting on that bathroom for hours and hours. You know, your bloating is going to improve. The first thing that's going to improve is your bloating. If you got bloating in your stomach, that's going to improve first. That's going to improve first. Your energy gets cleaner. Your energy, not wired, not crashing, just steady. Your energy gets clearer and cleaner. Your cravings calm down, especially when you're using greens, because greens is going to take care of all of that. Your cravings, your skin looks brighter, hydration, antioxidants, they show up fast. It looks really good. Your skin starts to look good. And your mental clarity, let's talk about that. Because when your blood sugar is stable, the brain fogs, you don't have them. You don't have brain fog. You don't have it.
You ain't lying. I'm sitting here quiet because I'm like, as you're talking, I'm thinking like, you not lying, because I experienced all these things in all these years. So, yeah.
Yeah, you don't have all of that stuff going on. You feel so amazing. You feel so good. It lifts your spirit.
Yeah, you could run a damn
Yes. Like how I was jumping that doggone rope today. I had to stop myself. I had to stop. And I felt so good. I was doing all kinds of stuff. I was like, girl, you better stop. Ooh. But yeah.
You do have a lot of energy because, us, we're like loud and we're hyper and then all that.
Yeah.
They know all these things and people are like, why are you so hyper? Why are you so happy? What do you mean? What are you eating? What are you talking about?
It's the food. It's what you eat. It's what you eat. What you eat. How you work out.
Yeah.
And let's talk about that with the juicing and the smoothies and all of that. It's all good to get all the information, but all this stuff works with a balanced lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle. You got to incorporate the gym, working out. You got to incorporate all of that stuff for all of it to work. It all works together. You can't be drinking juice or all this stuff and then don't working out or don't go to the gym or don't get on the treadmill or don't do any kind of exercise. Don't go for no walks. It all works together. Yeah.
You wonder why I'm losing weight, why you're not toning up.
Right.
It's true.
Yes. And I know because
it's true.
I've been through it. I've been through it myself.
That's why I'm laughing.
Yeah, so I know.
That's why I'm laughing. So like, what will be like a simple starter juice for us to drink? Just
So
like to
a
start off. You're like,
Okay,
what's
so like a
simple
beginner
starter
juice is like cucumber, green apple, spinach, lemon, and a small piece of ginger. Simple. It's mild, it's hydrating, it's not too sweet. It's actually good.
And it sure is. It sure is. I don't understand why people just don't make that. It's 1, 2, 3. It's easy. I don't know. I
It's
just don't know
simple,
what it is.
it's
Sometimes
easy, and it
with
tastes
women.
good. It tastes good. It tastes good.
Yeah.
And you will feel
So
so
like,
good.
I know you fast like the beginning of the year and stuff like that and everything. So like, how often should someone like start to fast? Should it be like every few months, twice a year?
Okay, so
Every
the
week?
fasting. So we'll talk about really quick the difference between fasting and detoxing and cleansing. So fasting is more about the
Right.
prayer and not so much about the food. That's what the
Right.
fasting. But detoxing and cleansing,
Right.
you do
Detoxing.
that. You do that at the change of each season because we taking so much stuff. The air you breathe, the things you touch. We do a lot of technology, a lot of electronic devices.
Right.
So you want to detox that stuff
Right.
out. And the liver and the kidneys, they will automatically cleanse themselves. They just get a little boost with the stuff that you're doing by cleansing and detoxing. They will work once you get all that stuff out, because that body is naturally made to do that for us. But if you got a lot of junk in it and you got a lot of stuff in it and you're not giving your digestive system a break, it's not going to work. The body's not going to be able to filter it. So that's why you should do a juice cleanse with the change of a season. So like right now, we're about to be going into spring. Doesn't have to be drastic. You don't got to do 40 days. Do 7 days. 7 days of drinking juice,
Right.
eating fruit, eating light. Don't eat after 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. If you can't do that, some people it's new.
Right.
Don't eat after 7 o'clock. If you drink energy drinks,
Right.
take those out. Start somewhere, and your body will automatically start to filter itself, because it don't have
Right.
room to do that, instead of you piling all this stuff in. Yeah, it works. It works.
And like, what's the best time to drink the juice? Like when you first wake up in the afternoon?
Yeah, when you
But then
first
it
wake up, the
depends
best
too on
time in the
people's
morning.
schedule.
Well, see, this is the thing. The best time in the
Mhm.
morning on an empty stomach, it absorbs better.
Period.
But
Okay.
honestly, the best time, you're going to laugh at me when I say this, but honestly, the best time is staying consistent, straight like that. That's the best time. Just staying
Yeah.
consistent, staying consistent. But morning, your body reacts to morning. Everything I do it early in the morning when we first get up, when we don't have nothing. After you take that first, pee, dump, whatever, you go, get your juice, you drink your juice, you take your shots, your wellness shots, whatever healthy stuff you got, giving your body that first early in the morning. It works better.
Gotcha.
It works so much better. And you'll feel better.
Gotcha.
It jumpstarts your day.
Yeah, you do. You do. So do you think that because I prefer homemade stuff, but people are like, oh, I can't, I don't have no time to do that. I'm just gonna go to the store and just grab me a bottle of pressed juice, whatever. But when you turn around that pressed juice and read those ingredients, it's not the same. Like store-bought versus homemade. Like, what you think is
homemade?
best?
Because homemade is you can control what you put into it. Store-bought is convenience. No, at home, no added sugars, and fresher enzymes. It's fresh. Like the stuff is popping. Like as soon as you finish juicing it, it's good, That stuff been sitting there. You don't know how long when they made it and how long it's been sitting on the shelf. So you're not going to get all the nutrients that you need. You're only going to get a little bit.
Yeah, because even when you make your juices, like you told me, it's best to freeze them, right? Then because when you go to the supermarket, they're on the shelf, just juiced for weeks.
Yes.
Because there's something in it to keep it fresh for weeks.
Right. And you don't want to freeze it for long. You just want to freeze it for I don't know, maybe a night, A night, what day, not a long time. Because also with freezing too long, you can lose stuff too, If you freeze it too long, you can lose it too. But if you got a lot of stuff and you want to keep it fresh, you could just throw it in the freezer for a minute and make sure you have it like the next day.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And I think so, as store-bought and homemade, I think homemade is much cheaper. But people say, oh, no, they so expensive buying vegetables and fruits. Nah. I'm like, no, it's cheaper.
Nah, you right. You right. Definitely.
Yeah. I don't find that it's expensive buying fruits and vegetables.
No, it's actually the most inexpensive thing that you can buy, especially right now in this day and time.
Yeah, I just don't get it. So when you first started to juice, what should beginners actually avoid?
Well, first of all, rule of thumb, you buy produce that's in season. You buy what's in season. Whatever's in season, that's what you're juicing. And things that are inexpensive is always going to be like your carrots. Carrots is like $1.99 even for an organic bag.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's like $1.99 even for an organic bag. And in that bag, you get, I used to know exactly. I think you get 10 carrots. Yeah, I used to know exactly how many carrots you get in the bag. I
because
think you get
you
like
juice,
10
that's why.
Yes, I think you get like 10 carrots in there. That's good,
Okay.
If you just starting off and you're a beginner and maybe you want to make like 2 juices, so you get you a bag of carrots, right? Right now, apples is in season, Well, they just kind of went out of season, but they still in a little bit because, fall is going and we going into spring.
Right.
So you get you a bag of carrots, apple and carrots, make a great juice. Apple and carrots, yeah. And maybe you want to throw some celery in there. Apple, carrots. Celery is mad cheap. Celery is like $1.99, even the organic. It's like $1.99.
Wow.
It's very inexpensive.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
keep telling people that. I keep
Cucumber
telling them
too.
that.
Cucumber and celery is inexpensive, cheap, and hydrating.
Yes, the hydration from a cucumber.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you pee all day.
Yes,
with
it's
a
flushing you
cucumber.
out. It's giving you all the hydrants that you
Yes.
need. It's hydrating, it's keeping you nice and fresh, you know? And cucumber just gives like that nice hydrating, fresh feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. And it's cheap. Cucumbers are cheap.
Yep.
Yeah. You don't have to overcomplicate it. Like, people be overcomplicated. Oh, I'm gonna get some, some strawberries, some pineapples, some carrots, and all of this stuff. We having like 10, 15 things in one juice. You only need like 3 to 4 things in a juice. 3 to 4 things in a juice. That's all you need.
So what would be one simple green juice for the week that we can try?
Beet. You could do beet, green apple, lemon, and ginger. Or you could do the one that I gave earlier, green apple, cucumber, spinach, lemon, and a piece of ginger.
Okay.
That's a beginner green, and it's always good. Always good. Always good.
There's a thing with juicing that I saw on social media. This girl, she was juicing for like 3 months. That's all she was doing, and her body went into shock, and she had to get hospitalized. So I'm like, is this true or not? Can you overdo juicing? Like just juicing itself, eating nothing but just juicing. Can you overdo it? Can your body like go into shock? Even though it's healthy for you, you know what I'm saying? You get all the ingredients and all that. But why did her body go into shock like that?
Yes,
just juicing
you can overdo juicing because you replace all your meals long term, only drink juice, you're ignoring protein, and you use it instead of fixing stress or sleep. Too much of anything becomes imbalanced. You gotta balance it out. Yes, you can do too much of juicing because you don't have no protein, After a while, the body needs protein. You can't just juice. She wasn't putting anything in. You're gonna start losing muscle mass,
Oh,
you don't have no protein.
So it kind of shuts the body down because there's nothing else into it.
Yeah.
So it's not a magic fix because people think, oh, let me just juice real quick and get this over it.
It's not a
2-3
magic
months.
fix. No, it's not a magic fix. It's just supporting the body. It doesn't override poor sleep, high stress, or lack of movement. It's a tool. It's not a miracle. It's not a miracle. It's a tool that you can add into living a healthy lifestyle.
So like, is it best to, because like, the juicing, the holistic thing, some medical doctors like, oh, that's not real. That's not real stuff. You know what I'm saying? So is it good to go to like your, per se, doctor first to see like how to go about juicing? Or is it rather just to go to a holistic person because they will tell you the truth?
You can do both, but you got to know who and what. Like, for example, the first thing I ask people when they ask me to make a juice, I'll say to them, are you on any medications? Are you a diabetic? Because, for example, if you're on high blood pressure, you shouldn't be juicing. You shouldn't be eating and drinking grapefruit juice. Certain medication doesn't work with kale. So you want to go to a good holistic doctor, but you should. If you have diabetes, you should be talking to your doctor. If you're not sure about what kind of holistic person to go to, anyone with blood sugar issues, kidney disease, blood pressure medication, if you're pregnant, you breastfeeding, or, history of eating disorders. When in doubt, just ask the doctor, But it's definitely important to know these things. Like I said, before I make a juice for you, I always ask people, are you on any medications? Are you allergic to any fruits and vegetables? Because some people are allergic to fruits and vegetables. And if you're a diabetic, like I made a juice for a diabetic, they can't even have green apples, some of them. Some of them can't even have green apples. And if they do, it's like a half of a green apple or maybe one. But their juices is basically all greens.
Interesting.
Yeah, all greens. Because remember, they can't have sugar. So just a little bit of sugar, even in a juice.
Damn. I see some people just chug a lug like it's nothing when they got diabetes and all that. So, wow. Okay.
Because I don't think they know, and I don't think they have asked their doctor. Because if you ask your doctor will tell you, like, you shouldn't be having this fruit, you shouldn't be having this vegetable.
Right.
Yeah. And I know my mom was a diabetic, and she used to juice, but we did things like a carrot, celery, beets, juices like that.
So how can you actually fit this into your lifestyle? Like, how can a woman like, okay, I'm ready to juice. How can I balance this out into my lifestyle?
Well, first of all, it complements real meals. It doesn't replace them.
Mm,
So you want to have your juices first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, like a green juice. Or for lunch, have you a salad. If you are someone who eats lean chicken, salmon, fish, have
mhm,
some vegetables, some beans. If you're a person who is a vegan and you don't eat meat, have some sweet potatoes, some beans, some vegetables, and fit it into your life like that. Always
mm,
have your group. Always have your juice, your potato, your beans, your vegetables, and some
mm,
fruit. And switch it up each day. So today you had a sweet potato with, let's say, red beans, and you
mhm,
had kale. Tomorrow, have a regular potato with black beans and
mm,
spinach. I have some butternut squash. I have some Brussels sprouts, some okra. But you need to be eating other foods,
mhm.
other healthy foods. Don't go off into have a juice and then later on you're gonna have some macaroni and cheese that you bought from BBQs and you're gonna have some ribs and a steak. You just wasted your money on that juice. You could have just left it in the store and the person you bought it from, you could have just left it with them. Because that juice is gone. All that stuff you done put in it, that juice is into it.
Right,
It works. It works when you're adding other healthy stuff with it.
right,
Yeah, and you're living a healthy lifestyle and you're trying to live a healthy lifestyle. And you're not
right,
snacking. You're not eating potato chips and cheese doodles
right.
and, you know, um, donuts and
Yeah,
all of that stuff.
makes sense because I tell yeah, that do make sense. So what do you think one ingredient for us women, what is that one ingredient that we should actually use? Just one.
Ginger.
I knew you was gonna say that. I was gonna say
Ginger.
that.
Ginger. Ginger. I know a lot of people say it's spicy, but that spice, man, it's working on something. It's removing something that's in you that you need to take out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You knew I was gonna say ginger.
Yes, I knew I was waiting for that. I knew you was gonna say that. He
Yeah.
loves some ginger. I knew it.
But if you're not into ginger, just start leafy greens,
Mm,
Like for real. Just start with those greens. They do so
right.
much for you. You know that, girl.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
You
And
know that, sis.
yep. 100%. What is like a daily wellness habit besides just juicing?
Lift something heavy. Lift
Mm,
something heavy. Build up some type of strength. If you ain't doing it in the gym, lift some water bottles. Lift some stuff in
mm,
your house. Build up your strength because a lot of us are weak.
mm.
We're weak. And we need to build up strength. Nobody trying to say, they always say, I don't want to be like a man. Nobody's saying you got to be like a man. But build up some strength. Because as we get older, 40 plus, you're premenopausing, you're losing muscle mass.
Yeah.
You need to keep your muscles built. You need to not feel so weak. And that's
Yeah.
another reason why a lot of women are depleted and weak. Because they don't have no muscles. They're so frail. You need some muscles. You could be skinny, you could be slim, but have some muscles.
Right.
Yeah, build up some muscle so you're not weak. We're at the ages where you could fall over. What you gonna fall on? You need some muscles to support you.
Mm,
Yeah, so lift something heavy, and if you're not lifting nothing heavy, walk daily. Take a
mm,
walk, protect your sleep. Go to bed at night. Stop staying up late.
mm-hmm.
Get some sleep.
That's one thing I do. That's like, I tell I do the Pilates and stuff because I just have this in the back of my brain. Like, if I fall, I
Yeah,
need my
me too.
bones and my muscles to be strong.
Right. If you fall, because I already been through that fall, and
Right.
that's how I know. And and I'm still working on recovering from a fall that I fell on some ice,
Right.
back in the
Right.
day. That I
Right.
didn't go to physical therapy or nothing to treat it. And that stuff will affect you as you get older.
Right.
So it's very important, like you say, Pilates. I'm now taking
Mm-hmm.
this Pilates class, and it's done wonders. Just me
Yeah.
starting,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
done
some
wonders.
Pilates. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. I know you gotta go, sis. I know you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yes.
It's late night for us, but taking care of ourselves is not selfish, it's necessary, and sometimes it starts with something as simple as what we choose to sip on. So, sis, I plug them at the beginning, plug them all your social media, everything, phone number, whatever it is, so they could get in contact with you. Because, like I told y'all before at the beginning, ladies, she does everything. She's a physical trainer, a licensed holistic wellness practitioner. So, get at her. Wait, hold on. She also is a travel agent. So if y'all need to go travel anywhere, to any islands or whatever with your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever family, hit her up because Tamesha Golden, she wear many hats like a Jamaican. All right, so plug it. Go ahead,
Yes.
sis.
Yes, yes, yes. So you can call me at 718-749-7569. You can shoot me a text or just give me a call. You can also email me at tmiller@healthyselfinc.com.
Thank you, Tamesha, for pouring into us today. You are amazing. If this episode resonated with you, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with another woman who might need it. Follow us at the State of Her HQ. New episodes drop every Wednesday. Until next time, take care of yourself, beautiful. This has been the State of Her because of her story matters, and so does her health.